Well, good day, Tubes. Well, today we're starting a new project, and it's kind of a tribute to my neighbor and friend Vic. He passed away last year, late last year, and we all miss him so much. He used to come over and we used to chat away. He used to love to tinker in the garage and build all kinds of fantastic stuff. And he gave me a wagon last year, and it was in pretty bad shape, but I think he kind of was hoping in his mind that I could somehow fix it up and make it whole again. And it's been sitting there, and then Vic did pass, and I've been looking at that wagon and thinking I should do something with it. And so you'll see what I've got planned. And I miss Vic. He was a wonderful fella and a great garage buddy, and I'm sure everybody understands that. So we'll carry on and we'll make this a happy thing. So thanks a lot for watching, and we'll show you what I've got in mind. Thanks a lot. Bye. It looks kind of sad, so I'm going to take the undercarriage off of it, and we'll get rid of the wood, and I'm going to weld up a new top with a small railing, and sorry zip, but it's going to have that coloration. That'll look kind of cool. This is my rough draft of it. There we go. This is the top without the floor of the wagon, and this is the side view. And it should look cool with yellow wheels, green top, and then yellow railing. So that's my rough draft of it. And over here is the material: 3/4 tubing, 1-inch tubing, some angle iron, and that's going to be the base. So this is going to be a pretty heavy little wagon when I'm finished. So when I'm going to just take it apart, take the bolts out of the wood, and we'll go to step 2. Thanks a lot. I'll film that. Bye. Alright. 7/16 wrench, but I'm going to make this easy on myself. Alright, that's step 1. I'm going to clean these up and I'll come back. Okay, Tubes, this is my method of cutting my 45s for this little wagon. Figured I'd better get you in here. This is my last 45 on the 1-inch stuff. Hopefully you can see. I think my blade is getting too small on the 45s. Oh yeah, that's interesting. That's fine. There we go. But it takes a lot more blade to do a 45 than it does to do a 90. That's kind of interesting. I still hope it's 18. Of course, I have a hard time with a cut when I turn you on, right? So that's the cutting. Okay, Tubes, forgive me. I do everything left-handed. Well, I want that to be just a shy of 16, like micro shy. And it's exactly 16. That's all right. I need 4 more. So you've seen 1, you don't have to see 4. Thanks, tubes. Okay, guys, my next step is just rounding off the edges so that they're neat and clean and safe, and I can weld on them. Okay, tubes, you saw me cutting and grinding and polishing the 1-inch stock, and this is an angle iron, but it was as rusty as that. And I'll just move this out of the way. And there's the prefab stock. It's all cut at 45 with a bevel on each piece. These are the handle supports, handrails, the main frame, and then this is the 9-inch times 2, which makes the 18-inch flat bottom. Hi guys. Well, we're back working on Vic, the little yellow and green wagon. And I'm just doing the center punches for the holes for the wheels. Now we just have to drill them. I'm not sure which tool to use. We'll see how this goes. Good. Come back when I get a few more holes drilled, guys. Okay guys, the drilling is going great. This is my last pilot hole. I've done 2 1/4-inch ones over here, but I haven't gone all the way through both sides. Okay, now the 1/4-inch. This was the one that amazed me when I did these other 3 holes here. But I didn't go through over here. So we're going to do one where you go through both sides. You'll just see how easy it is. I'm not even pushing on the drill much. Alright, we're going to start putting the wagon together. These nuts and bolts are not going to be the finished product. They're from the old wagon, and once I build it I'll replace them with grade 8. Okay, this is coming right along. As you can see, I drilled the holes from the bottom to the top, and you can see, because I didn't have a level on the drill, that some of the holes are not exactly center at the top. But they are at the bottom, which is where the holes were measured from. And when there's a metal covering on the top of this, we won't see the slight variations. Alright guys, it's actually starting to look like a wagon. The bolts are just temporary. they're going to end up being, like I said, grade 8 with a round top. So if a little guy is sitting in there or something, they don't catch their clothes. So the next step is cutting the tin for the top of the wagon. And I was going to use a piece of angle iron, but I found this in the precious pile. So I'm just going to take the angle grinder with a cutting disc, pardon me, and I'm just going to use the metal as a guide and zip it off like that. Maybe you can watch. Are you okay? Hey troops, so after all that cutting, this is what we ended up. This is the rat rod version of my wagon. Now some people like that metal look, but I'm going to put some yellow on the railing, handlebars and wheels, and then green on the base. And I was really wondering how I was going to attach this to this to this, because this is very thin sheet metal, it would be hard to weld to. And Mrs. Bruce suggested that we just drill down through here and put a pretty gold carriage bolt through the top of each support. So that's a good idea. So we'll see how that goes.